play on words then for Mitteran. With morals around, old Oscar may be the of the worst. So have a few things from his purse. Anyway, so what you do is you write down all the spelling mistakes. And you might think, oh God, that's a bit rough, innit? You know, that's heavy stuff. But don't worry, because plonk it into Word, and all of a sudden it comes a little bit better. So we have basically then an anagram of what we can make out of what it is. So effectively it turned out to be Mitteran Hollow in the Epsilon Indie system. And you can see I've highlighted the spelling mistakes as they came up. I mean, double T there for the old Mitteran side of things. And just start crossing the letters off. That's what I did. And found it out to be, Mitteran Hollow, which is in the Epsilon Indie system. So that's kind of how I got to this part of it, to be honest with you. It's a bit fluffy and a bit weird, I know. I did a bit of research, but I came to this myself. Now, here's the problem with Mitteran Hollow. Right. This planet here is moving at such a rate. It's unbelievable. Valdrin, hope you had a very nice Christmas. And to get yourself in there is, it's a bit tough. So what we gotta do, we'll get into frame shift. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Right? So I normally fly without the guidelines on, right? Which is how I kind of do it. What you have to do, really, and it's probably easier if I had my orbit lines on. Gotta remember how to do it. Crimes against me, rotational mode, night vision, blah, blah, blah. God, I can't remember how to do it now. Anyway, I don't need it. What you do is you fly towards the planet and you put yourself in the way of the planet. And that's how you get sort of like captured by the planet's gravitational pull as opposed to the other planet. That's how I did it anyway. Now we can see Simon's over there, look. So we're kind of aiming for a Simon, which is good. So as this planet comes round the corner now, there it is. We're going to go right at it. We want Mitteran's Hollow. Hopefully we won't miss. We're aiming for the planet and we're hoping to get caught. There you go. By the actual planet. There you are. Great. We're on it. We're on it, we're on it, we're on it, we're on it. So once we're here, we're now going to look for... It's a crash ship we want. Brilliant. It's always a bit dodgy, this is. There should be a crash site. Now, if you don't know what crash site it is, right, and I've got my anchors on, right, there you go. And I have got my anchors on. Hopefully I won't crash into anything. It's the crash site at a certain set of coordinates. So if we go to the browser source again, right, let me just interact with that. It's the one at minus 66, minus 95. So that's the source you need. Okay. So let's get rid of that and hide that and go back here. Right, so where are we? Mitteran's Hollow. So we kind of got to find the right one. We can see where Simon is. Simon's around the other side of the planet. Right there, in fact. So let's just angle ourselves around. It's always dodgy getting on Mitterrand's Hollow. It's a real old pain. Right, so we've got a crash site number 1 there. We've got a crash ship there, and we've got a minor wreckage there. So we've got to try and find the right coordinates. That crash ship over there. There we are. Crash ship. Could it be that one? That's the one we want. Right there. If we got it wrong, we kind of come up and out again. In fact, I think I've got it wrong. Do you know what I mean? I think I've done it wrong again. Not to worry, it's a lovely planet, mind. So there's one there. Let's have a look at our coordinates. We need to be over that way. Let's go. It's trickier than anticipated. Because there being a few crash ships. There's a planet zipping past. It's the exploration one, not the salvage one. Is it? Which one is it? So is it the... There's a few. Look at them all. Look at all these crashed ships. We can get to the one that is 66, which I think is other side of the planet, I reckon. Let's see if we can find it. Minus 66, minus 55, something like that it is. Minus 66, minus 95. The exploration shortcut. Right. Where are we? There. Salvage. 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 You lot are cruel to me. There you go, that one there. That's the one we want. It's really weird with that planet sort of zooming around, isn't it? Just move that microphone out of the way. Right, let's jump around the other side of that. Yeah, the tab for the description stuff, I know. Let's get to the escape vector. Whip round the side of the planet and we'll be in. So for me, one of the hardest things is actually getting into the segment of the planet. That's just ridiculous. Right, so where are we? Let's get around there. Am I right between this one? See, look at this. I mean, this is crazy. Look at it. Say, hey, what's going on? What is happening? What is happening here? Look at it. Planets whizzing around. It's a crazy thing. Utterly crazy. Right. Enough of all that. We're coming around the side of the planet. Let's have a look. Here it is. Great. It's resting. Finally. So yeah, there you go. So you finally got to Colonia then, Simon, and then you've come all the way back. Stuck your account. Why? I thought you were going to do all this funky stuff in Colonia. It'll take you ages to get back. Oh, I enjoyed Christmas. It was good. I like Boxing Day and I like Christmas Eve. I'm not much of a fan of Christmas Day. I find it a lot of hard work, especially for parents. And then, you know, sometimes a bit of an anticlimax. To be perfectly honest with you. I mean, the kids love it, obviously. Home by 7. Not bad. See, we got a bit of Monopoly planned. We got a bit of Monopoly planned. Either tonight or tomorrow. Can't quite remember. I'm sure someone will come in and interrupt me when we're ready. I've been setting up gaming chairs and setting up lights for people's computers and all the rest of it. Utterly crazy stuff. There's Simon and his Diamondback Explorer. There's the crash ship. Okay, here we go. Let's get ourselves back in there. What? Games like Risk or something like that? Yeah, I know what you mean. Limit of my stuff is like Monopoly or something like that. So let's get this set down. Cool. Agricola. Yeah. I've played that. Okay, let's deploy a good old scarab. And why not? Why not use a scarab, eh? Let's get the lights on. And let's go. Seeing that planet zoom by just is amazing. So we have got what looks to be like a cargo hold. Jack, thanks for the like. And in that cargo hold is a scarab. Let's give it a scan with the data link scanner. And we're done. And then over here, a gift from Oscar Goldson. 10 million credits. Thank you very much. An Alliance Chieftain festive gold paint job. And a yellow festive flak launcher module. Stored at Schneider Relay. Cool. We'll have some of that. Brill. I mean, because I'm in Odyssey, we can get out for a little bit of walking around. So it's not really that much. They've taken everything out of here as normal. We go underneath here. Nothing there. You know, as the last one. Because these are Odyssey missions as well, see? You know, there's nothing there really to do. Which is a shame. There could have been a few things scattered around to pick up. But then again, you know, look at this. I mean, just look at this. Right? Just look at this, for example, right? For example, here you are, stood there in a Christmas jumper with your pistol out. And if you look around, there's a planet zooming around. Just zooming around. It's utterly crazy. It's a crazy place to be. So this again is at 4K. Simon's just crashed. Of course, I'm downscaling it for the stream and what have you. But any second now, that planet is going to come back around. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Look at that. You don't see that every day in this game. Joe, how's it going? Yeah, I see bit of Christmas jumper. Nice planet, whizzing around. Mitterrand's Hollow. That's not half bad, and we've fallen through the map. Look at that, inaccurate. Right, brilliant. Okay then. There it goes. So that was part 4 of The Winking Cat, right? Is it going to let me in? Thank you. Board. So the next one, I've also found out. What I don't know where the third one is. I think you did. Flying over. I think you did get an ET moment in there. So the next one we're off to. And I haven't looked at the third one yet. Because I was out walking the dog and all the rest of it. The next place we're off to is good old Contien. Now, how did we get to this? Well, again, we'll look at our browser source. And on the 25th, Christmas Day, we get another message, don't we? Which says, Rackham, oh Rackham, a name you should know. Spelling mistakes. It's just how you stack 'em in the early expo. Those shares are so high that up on the summit, you reckon tie nail a flag and then plummet. But not trust the bankers and funders with smile. At Rackham's great past of income and style. It should be the sneaky and sinful remember to tell that Zachary did sneak with a sin just as well. One should not question where wealth is accrued if one finds it fairly and plans to collude. As I do, my friends, by passing a slice of credits a joker deck to entice. So, there you have it. I have no idea where that 6th site is, but we're going to check it out in a bit. So that was that one, see, and we've got, again, sort of the numbers at the top. So, Rackham. So we went in there, and again, we went into Word. Well, I went into Word. And then we opened up Word. And then let me scroll down when I go to Word. Where is it? Here we go. Page 2. And on page 2, I highlighted basically all the spelling mistakes. And it comes up with Contien. Conitien. Effectively. So that was great. Did that. So we're off to the Contien system. So Joe, hope you're having a nice Christmas. Back for more farming data mats, eh? Good stuff. So far so good. Let's plot a route to Contien. There it is. 111 light years away. Ah. We'll have a look at the 6th one in a minute. Let's get ourselves over to Contien. Okay. So we're boosting. Here we go. And let's jump. Oh, you're still about the 5th one. You'd reckon tie nail a flag. Ah, they do they? I got to it via the numbers. We'll have another look at it now. Just scan this and supercharge our frame shift. And we can do that now. And then sort of like replot supercharged. Brilliant. Let's go. It's our galaxy map. It's not going to get us all the way down there, no doubt. I don't know. But Contien, there we go. That's where we want to go. It's still going to get us to there. We've got FSD boost. We're supercharged. Route unavailable. Oh well. Let's go. You're taking 30 squadron mates out there. Blimey. Yeah, looks like I'm not doing a boosted jump yet either. Been doing some messing around with the graphics card as well. Deleted the graphics folder. Had to reinstall the NVIDIA experience. I couldn't do my screen capturing, which was a right pain. So we've got to take a bit of fuel on for this. Don't need much. There's Contien right there. So while we're flying towards that, Simon mentioned, in the browser source, it mentioned Contien in the message. Where's he got? Right. Contien. There, look. Contien. You'd recontine nail a fag. You'd Contien. There's a few ways of doing it, isn't there? It's Planet 1A we want. That's good stuff, Joe. That's good stuff. Alright, so my logic is weak. You know, my logic is weak. Let's jump it over. Right, we've scanned the system. And I've been doing some AFK stuff as well, right? And that's totally broken. Totally. It's like it's not as AFK as what you'd like it to be. So I got through about 9 of my missions and just got rid of the rest of them. Made a lot of money. Suited me fine. And I quite fancy doing some Xeno combat, anti-Xeno combat, like in a Type 10 with an AX and all the rest of it. Right, so we need Contien 1A. That's what we want. And it's a little ways away. So yeah, Christmas then. Christmas TV was rubbish. Although I did watch Mary Poppins, which I'd seen in the cinema with the kids anyway. And then usual family stuff happens. Again, more family round today. Take the dog for a walk. Back in. You know, nibbly foods on the table. Give you nibbles. So like batten down the hatches now for New Year, isn't it, really? So, Black Mamba, if you are still with us, you're going to get your PC. When? Wednesday? Thursday? You said? Is that when more stock's coming in? Or is it on like a back order or something? Or that's when their shipment's coming in? Or is it a postal delay? What sort of thing is that? I mean, over here we've got loads of postal delays because a lot of the Royal Mail people are off with COVID, and it's gone. It's spread. So a lot of things, and they've done really well around in our area. Royal Mail have really well. I mean, everything I've ordered has turned up. But other people have not been so lucky, which is a shame. But it's the sign of the times, isn't it? It really does spread so quickly. Over here, what they're saying is the symptoms are not the same as what you'd say traditional COVID is, you know, with the Omicron variant. go. Is something going to happen? Here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Real. Thank you. Ooh, look at all that. So then, what have we got here? Nothing as yet. We're going to have to get a little bit closer. 400 people. There's like 1.7 million cases in the UK. There's your crash ship right there. That's on the other side of the planet. $1.7 million so far. And then people are going to travel over Christmas and it's would have gone whoosh, like that. Oh, just a precaution. I see. Where's this crash ship then? Here it is. Is that it? Is that it? Where's it gone? There. Aha. I think that's it anyway. It's not showing up, so that could be it. Ah, Mish Video, Winking Cat is what we're doing. And hopefully that's the right one. So if we check our coordinates, minus 33 minus 104, that's going to be the one. Rival Zone Gaming, did you have a nice birthday, mate? I said hello when you were playing Battlestar Galactica. Did you see it? What's going down in Groovetown? For some reason I've lost my crash ship. There it is. That's what's going down. So we're doing the Winking Cat stuff in Elite Dangerous, or we're trying to. We think we're doing it anyway. This could well be it. The coordinates match when we eventually get down there. Change my monitor up a bit. That's better. I only had a few minutes. I was in between things. I thought, he's playing Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. Ooh, I want to play that again. Yep, the Thinking Cat is also in Horizons as well. It's a multi-game treasure hunt. This is the second part. And they're all active until the 30th. So the Winking Cat, what this is a cat burglar called the Winking Cat in Elite Dangerous lore. And every now and again, what happens is he leaves a treasure cache around that people can find. A bit like this we've got here. So let me just park the ship. And you get 10 million credits per each one. And additional swag. Like, it was an Imperial Courier, a paint job, a Christmas jumper, which was that Christmas jumper, a flak cannon that did no damage, but it was just very pretty. And you got about 10 million credits per drop. And they reduced, what they did is that they did 3 in the run-up to Christmas, and then I think it was Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and today they've released the second 3, which will then be active up until the 30th of the month, I think. So here's the plan. So what we're going to do here now is we are going to get into our SRV. So I've used the Scorpion. Not that it makes the blindest bit of difference. $100 million, is it? It was 10 million for the one we've just done. Right, and you see we've got one of these scannable boxes here. Right, and if we scan that, of course, here we go. We've got the bloody fire groups. All right then. Right, give it a good scanning. Scan complete. Over here, so we've got a crash ship, a gift from Rackham Capital Investments, 100 million credits. Wow, look at that. So this was released on Christmas Day. This was the second one. 100 million credits for that one. We get the green festive frac launcher and a snowflake bobblehead dashboard ornament, which is a bit of a, because I've already got one. Hey, who cares? It's all about that. So let's go and take a look. Oh, for God's sake. Let's take a look outside. The handbrake on. I'm spinning me wheels. There's my handbrake. There's my handbrake. Right. So that's what effectively you're getting. Either a crashed SRV, bits of ship, where we're getting that scannable pod there. That's what we're getting. And there's our new SRV right there. The Scorpion. But again, nothing else to pick up in the area. Kind of is what it is. Not that we need to disembark, but we will. Standard artifact, scannable object. You see them on all the bases. The first three are still active. I don't know, Mashfidi. Do you know what? I quite like it. I quite like it. When they iron out the bugs, and they've done quite a bit of the bug ironing out, which was around the fire groups, I quite like it, see? Yeah, well, I've been doing some AFK credit grinding stuff to get some money to do an AX Type 10. That's what I fancy. I do fancy an AX Type 10. So, I'm stuck. I'm very stuck now. Here we go. There you go. There you go. So, while we're thinking about it, we could have a look now at the third bit of this. Let's go to browser source. Open our browser. Interact with it. So here we are on the 26th of December. We've got our thing. The Queen of Grief is going to be the settler of violence. An entire industry now delivers such silence, heard only in smoke, alone as one sits, surrounded by... There's a clue up on Galnet, is there? Surrounded by souls that took a few hits. The lady herself cares not a jot, for Imogen LeRae is stirring the pot. Frontline It's always one, isn't it? Frontline solutions where futures are sold. Shipped in such coffins of metal and cold. But fear not, my friend, a happy twist lies in knowing one can devour in good time. From pounding the dirt with a gun in your hand, instead take Imogen's view of the land. And if there's a clue, you say, on Galnet. Let's have a look. Let's go back to the Galnet summary. All right then. Can't park anywhere these days. There's always someone going to try and run you off the planet. So that's what we've got so far. So let me hop out of that. Go into here. Go into that. Let's pop it into the Word. Oh, I hate that. And then what we can do is we can also take a look at these different parts of the problem. Okay. Okay. Right. People have already done it, no doubt. Do we know what it is? Let me have a look and let's put it up in Word. Where are we? Here we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's hide that. Let's pull Word up. So here we are in Word. I bet you know. Of course I'm going to ask. Let me put it up in Word. Let's try and do this sort of scientifically. So let's do the ones that we can. So obviously that's a spelling mistake. In knowing one can... The V is obviously something. We got V there. So we got somewhere with two V's. There's the I there. Got the R here. Got the S there. We've got the settler of violence. So what's that going to be? God knows. Andy Davis, how are you doing? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? And we've got nothing here. We've got nothing there. I think it's going to be that. So what have we got? Get my pen out. We got D, S, R, I, V, V, O. God knows. I have no idea. Let me see. Just look through the message for a section with the letters in. Hmm. So what I'm thinking, I'm looking for a place where there's two V's. If that's what you're saying, it's right. A place in the message where the second V isn't part of it. Okay. Diverso. There's only one V. There's a V there. Okay, so we've got a D, we've got S, we've got R, I, V, O. So D, S, R, V, O. D, S, R. Yeah. Let's have a look. Where is the galaxy map? Yeah, 400 billion systems later. Oh, I'm just going to look it up. Sod it. It's nearly there. I'm nearly there. The second V I made large. Where is it? Where's it gone? This one here. Right then. Okay. Divorce. Divorcee. Oh, see, you led me to it by the nose. Is this where we're off? Divorcee. Do you reckon? So let's just have a quick look back at this. If that's the case, who's that? I can't quite see that. I can't see blues. Curtis, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. All right, and so if it's divorce, what did I say it was? Divorcee. Yeah, we're all doing fine here. We're trying to get all scientific with something, and none of us know what we're doing. So if it's divorcee, brilliant. We're off. 154 light years away. And then when we get there, God knows. So, great. Brilliant. Good stuff. Let me get back in. I'm trying to take off and I'm in an SRV for some reason. Let's get rid of that word thing as well. So we're going to go to Dvorzy, right? We're going to see if that is it. I think it is. It's all good fun. You don't think we're smart? We just look it up. There's smarter people than me on this stream. Christ. Oh, for God's sake. It's a laugh. And it's Christmas. So it's a Christmas laugh. Oh, I think it's great for them putting it in the game. You know, it's something to do. You know, it's all in the game already. They just released the messages. Great. You know, and that combined with the arcs that have been coming out as well. Again, good stuff. Board. Right then. We're in. Brilliant. Well, these sort of events are great. It's good to have a little bit of a treasure hunt going on, I reckon. I don't know what you all think about that. I think it's good to have a bit of a treasure hunt going on. Right. Let's jump. Can we jump? Jump, jump. Yes, we're jumping. Good stuff. That's a craziness, this mind, isn't it? That's a craziness. So that kind of must have been, hey, 100 million credits to be had. I wonder where everyone's going to be going. Let's take on a bit of fuel. I'm going to take on a little bit of fuel for a minute and have a bit of a drink because I'm very thirsty. I've had Indian pakoras and samosas and dry you up a little bit. So I was watching Galnet as it was coming over the festive period and they were coming in and I thought, well, I won't do it just yet because there's going to be one there and I'd worked that one out. And I'd worked Contien out. No clue about this one. No clue at all. Right, that'll do. That'll be enough for us, I think. It's quite frugal, this Asp Explorer. Half a tank will do. I should upgrade my fuel scoop. Suck more in. Yeah, that's the thing, it's turkey. I don't like turkey. I don't know why, I just don't like it. You know, it's beef. That's the answer. Well, we had great dinner yesterday. You know, it was really good. My missus was a very good second chef for me. Yeah, that I'll change it out. I think I'll reduce the shields. Put a better fuel scoop on this. Should strip some of the armaments off it as well, really. Because you're not going to win any battles in an Asp Explorer. Let's face it. Unless it's against an Eagle, there's no way you're going to win a battle. But I quite fancy doing some AX stuff. And what I've done as well for my AFK build, because I was a little bit more hands-on with it, what with the current error that's going on about people who attack you not being flagged as hostile, I was a bit more sort of like hands-on with it. And so I was a bit more hands-on with it. I swapped out one of the modules for a limpet controller. Pack some limpets in there as well. Have I tried flying the fighter? I'm not leaving an NPC with my Type 10. There's going to be nothing left when I get back to it. But that might do it. Commander Arson Cross. You're probably right there. It's an explorer. It's not a fighting ship. And I use it for just that. I use it for bouncing about different parts of the galaxy. No dramas. Okay, where are we now? So one jump out. There's no way I'm leaving that Type 10 in charge with an NPC. Yeah, I need something with a bit more punch when exploring. I don't know why, but there's something, you can get very sort of stuck in a rut, stuck in your ways with some of the ships. Like Corvette. The Corvette as a fighter, you know, as a destroyer of ships, it's brilliant. Oh, the jump range on it's about 50. I know you can do better. If I say I've got it more armoured up, I could put lighter weight armaments on there, that's going to boost it. It's all pretty much engineered. I just got to do a bit of work on it. You know, for explorers, I'm very much set in my ways. But there are better ships with better jump ranges on it. I'm not talking about the Anaconda. I'm talking about other stuff. Now, I must admit, I've looked this up. And it was A12C, I think. Yeah, it's surprising how the weapons weigh you down a hell of a lot on your long-range jumping ships. Now, like I was saying, in the first set of hunts 1 to 3, that we did last week. Okay, I get it. I get getting to the system, right? I get that. I understand. I've got my bit of paper, and I've got my pen, and I can work it out. And, you know, I get it as well, typing it stuff into the galaxy map. I understand. How the hell do you get the actual planet? I don't know. I don't know how people do it. They must be, you know, either brute forcing it or, you know, going out there and scanning every planet. You're right there, Simon. It's all about Class D modules and having the lightweight modifications on there. With the exception of the frame shift, of course, like. Oh, yeah, but it doesn't tell you the planet, does it? The coordinates are fine, but it doesn't tell you the planet. Because... And where is it? Galnet News. It's 237. Right? So that tells you when you get to the planet. So we are relying on a lot of people. You either go through it and you start scanning. Well, it'll tell you that there's crashed ships there and stuff. And you'd have to go through. It's a long, laborious task, and I haven't got the patience for it. If people have done it, and they've shared the information, cool. So far, we're like 110 million up today. Got a flak launcher. We've got a snowflake bubblehead. What else have we got? We got, I think that's what we got so far. Let me just check. What did we have? We had 100,000 credits. 100 million credits, sorry. 100,000. Green Festive flak launcher and a snowflake bobblehead. And off the first one, from old Oscar, we had 10 million credits, an Alliance Chieftain festive gold paint job. So is that a gold paint job, or has that got like a Father Christmas or a reindeer on it? I don't know. We'll have a look. And a yellow festive flak launcher. So, okay, fair enough. Now, I don't know what I'm going to find here, so I haven't looked. I haven't looked it up. It's going to be a surprise. Oh, so it's got all like the snowflakes on it, is it? I quite like that. Not the sort of thing you'd wear in summer, though, is it? So where are we? This is Divorcey A12C. Thank you all pilots who have found it before. So this is what we're doing. Here's our surface scanner then. How do you start the treasure hunt? Well, you've got until the 30th to do it. And the best thing is, well, you've got a couple of ways of doing it. You can look on Reddit. You can watch my first video. You can look at the Galnet articles for the Winking Cat. That will tell you there'll be spelling mistakes in it. Bring up the spelling mistakes. As we were doing, type them into Word so you can see the spelling mistakes easily. And then pop that into the Galaxy search tab in the Galaxy map. And then search for your planet, and away you go. But it's very difficult to find the actual location on the planet. Right, so we've mapped this 100%. Right, so we're now looking for a crashed ship. So having a good nose around here for crashed ships. Is anything turned up? Only a minor wreck. I can't see it. I might have the wrong planet. Is this the right planet, Simon? I think it's the right planet. A12C. Perhaps it isn't. Yeah, I might have to go back out. Could be some of these, though. We got it now. Crash ship, there it is. Other side of the planet. Of course it is. There, exploration. I got him. I got him. Other side of the planet. They are quite Traveller X. 7 Commander. Hope you had a nice Christmas. You're right. And it's good to get new players into it. I mean, I've enjoyed it. I've been playing for years. I've enjoyed doing this. You get something. It's kind of a nice little Christmas bonus. That would be cool if a bloody great big Thargoid jumped out to people and surprise, I'm the star at the top of your tree. That would be good. That would be good. That would be good. You know, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? It's all exciting stuff. Yeah, but then I suppose, you know, the problem's the same, isn't it? You know, it's like information travels fast. Places like Reddit and the forums are going to get this released. Or if you could only access certain things if you were... Now, there's a thing. You can only access certain hunts if you're a certain level. There could be an elite level hunt. There could be a master or a dangerous or a harmless level hunt. That could be a way of doing it. Yeah, well again, starts in Shinrarta. You have to be elite, at least 1 star of elite to get in there. So that would be a good way of doing it. But then, there's a lot of players who may be, I mean, getting an exploration elite or trade elite is probably quite easy, to be fair. I mean, I got my triple elite. I've been playing for 7 years or whenever I started. Recently, which was crazy. Well, yeah, but then again, you know, and then someone would go out and do it, and then the cat would be out of the bag, effectively. The winking cat would be out of the bag. Well, trade is trivial now, but it never used to be. When you think about when the game first came out, and there was no sort of like winging up back then, it was just you against the galaxy. Do you know what? Everyone moans about the grind. It's a necessary part of any game these days. Go here, do this, do that, collect that, level up. That's all it is. I mean, it's no different to that, really, is it? We got our lights on. All the lights on. Here we are. We are indeed slowing down. Let's put the anchors on. So what we got again then? We've got, which looks to be like an SRV in the broken hull of a ship. I think with Odyssey as well, mind, there should be a way of commanders walking up to this and scanning it without taking an SRV. I think. Anyway. Into an SRV. Go. I'm quite excited. I haven't looked up what I'm going to get. I don't know what I'm going to get. So, you know, who knows? What are we going to get for this? Ha! That kind of served you right, didn't it? Oh, dear. So, there is the SRV. Let's scan it up. It's Quite exciting now, isn't it? What are we going to get? So, okay. A gift from Imogen Luray, Frontline Solutions. Are we ready? Commander Arson. I think a lot of people want that as well. Anyway, so here we go. This is the final one. So spoiler alert now, right? I don't know what it is. I really don't know. If any of you don't want to know and want to be surprised, right? Just sign off for a minute. Okay? If you want that surprise, thank you very much for the new follow. Right, here we go. 10,000 credits. That's a bit of a come down, isn't it? A Vulture. And a Vulture Icarus red paint job. Well, look at that. Does beat a pair of slippers, doesn't it? So let's pop on over to Fowler Orbital. Yeah, I kind of expected another 100 million. To be honest. So you've had 100 million all the way through. Right? So we've had 1.5 million in total. 2 ships. I think 3 paint jobs. A Christmas jumper. 3 flak cannons. Nice and pretty. I did say 10 million. I was, yeah, 10 million. I was expecting 100 million. Ah, I see. I see. I didn't look at that. That's a good point, actually, Simon. That's a very good point. This one, yeah. 100 million. 10 million. 10 million. Thanks, Boom. Oh, it's only for Christmas. I suppose it is the Christmas day, isn't it? It was the season. Let's see. I don't know how much money I had. It's a shame you can't see your transactions, isn't it, really? Let's have a look over here. What have we got? That's me claims. There won't be anything here for any of that. But kind of there you have it. It makes sense if there was 100 million for Christmas Day. It does make sense. It really does. Thank you, players, sort of thing. And kind of there you are. That was kind of it. And got until the 30th to do it. So I'm going to head on over to a local friendly neighborhood station and have a look at this paint job. I think. What's going on here? Come on. Reverse. Reverse. So, good old Forbes Orbital or something like that. Or wherever it was. Whatever station is holding the Vulture and the paint job. Take a look. Because it's free. So, I mean, the Vulture we had, and we also had an Imperial Courier. Not to be sniffed at. So some quite nice little gifts there. I mean, I was thinking this morning before, you know, I was getting up and sorting the dog out and all that sort of stuff. I thought, are they going to do something around about a free Anaconda? And No, they were never going to do that. It was 100 million. Well, it was certainly a happy Christmas. Let's go to the station. What station is it? Do we have to go to? Fowler Orbital, wasn't it? That was the one. I mean, I'll check the message. Fowler Orbital. Let's pop on over there and take a look. Yeah, you're right. I want to take a look at one now. I mean, my fleet carrier's a little way away. You're right. I mean, 150 million. I mean, that's enough to go out and buy yourself a decent ship. I mean, yeah, you get the Anaconda, but, you know, you'd need a rebuy to pay it, wouldn't you? Really? Really speaking. But you are right. So yeah, good stuff. It's actually good stuff. Yeah, exactly how people go in there and find the planets for this, don't know. Other than like brute force and having a damn good look. But in all, I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this as a little Christmas mystery. I suppose it's got people playing as well, you know. Many gifts and ships. And what's it cost, really? Putting a few artifacts in game. So what? You know? Do you know what? I was thinking that as well, Arson. I was thinking the Python was a better option. You know? Or a Crate Mark II, for example, for a new player. Kit it out, get some decent stuff on it, start making some money with that bigger ship for a newer player. And then you're talking. Everyone tends to go straight for the Anaconda. And it always has been the same. And they're alright ships. I mean, like what we were saying about being set in our ways. I explore in my Asp Explorer. I fight in my Corvette. But then last weekend, we did those... we were fighting off Anacondas. And Simon and Mike and Bouncy had their Corvettes. I had my Anaconda. Yes, I kept getting shot. That was muscle reflex, we'll put that down to. But, and it is the big but, it's a good combat ship, and it can be engineered up to the hilt, and it's a really good warship. And, you know, they were an aspiration in the game for quite a while, to be perfectly honest. And now, you know, they're everywhere. They're like lampposts. So we're heading on now to Fowler Orbital. Let's see what mischief we can get up to there. And because it's Boxing Day, we could do a cheeky few little missions. Don't know where Simon's gone. Oh, he's still on planet. Run out of John Smiths. So yeah, good stuff, really. Kind of good stuff. And I have been stocking up in that AFK zone and with my Olympic controls and picking up all those materials in things like imperial shielding, chemical distilleries, all that good stuff that you need. So that's been quite good. Well, 150 million will offset the cost of refueling. I've done quite a few jumps as well recently. Simon is arguing with people on the internet again. And it's Christmas. So well, that's a good idea, really. I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I mean, my other account is in Colonia that I'm working on to unlock the engineers that are there. And I'll be doing that over the next couple of weeks on the channel. I hope to be doing some AX combat as well in some different ships. Taking on some Thargoids. That's if Salvation doesn't completely eradicate them. Well, let's face it, right? I'm streaming Odyssey here. At one point, there were 40 people watching as we were going through, you know, the winking cat stuff. Now there's 27. People are interested. I mean, you said yourself, there's an interest in the game as well, because, you know, there's 8,000 people were passing through some of the systems. And that's over Christmas, right? I mean, I've got to go dreaded shopping tomorrow into Cardiff to look at the sales. Let's face it, there are no sales. There's just picked over, poured over rubbish that they've wheeled out for the December sales, that people think they're getting a bargain. I know this. There's anything that I need, nothing that they could possibly sell in Cardiff that I want that I can't get off the internet. You know, job done. I'll just go in there and have something nice to eat. Because, you know, the restaurants and the bars will be open, and that'll do me fine. And of course, my daughter wants to spend loads of money on Shadow Christmas money. That's one system. And there's other people who don't know about it. Because if you don't follow Galnet and you don't follow different channels and what's happening, you're not going to know any of this is going on. So you should be doing your same old stuff. You could be in Colonia, miles away from anything. Right? Anyway, I got a few things to do. Right, so here I am in Fowler Orbital, and there's no ship. It was Fowler Orbital, wasn't it? A vulture docked at Fowler Orbital. Perhaps you'd... I'm going to go back in again. Shipyard, no stored ships. Manage my ships. Well, there's the vulture. And that's definitely the new one. But look at that! It's got to sort itself out, isn't it? Possibly. I don't know. I mean, manage my ships. Vulture, use this ship. I have therefore claimed my ship. It's definitely there. I've got it. It's having a think. Here's our vulture. Let's just take a quick look. There it is. It's got pulse lasers. It's the free vulture, everybody. Let's pop out of there. Let's go to the livery. So look at this paint job then. That's the PAX East one. That's my vulture flash. That looks like McDonald's. I just think it looks like McDonald's. I don't know why I think it looks like McDonald's, but it does. And this is the Icarus Red paint job. It's quite nice, isn't it? Add that with some of my red lasers. And I don't know. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. And then my cockpit accessories. I mean, I've had the snowflake. That's the snowflake there. Bobbleheads. I've had that for a while. So I can't have two of these. Well, I've got a combat vulture somewhere. My other vulture is a combat vulture. I need to do a bit more engineering on it, to be fair. So there you go. That was that stuff. I mean, as for outfitting and modules, stored modules, we've got experimental. We've got all these shard. Where are we going? Where we are. There you go. What's the modification on that? Decorative green. Yes. You know, 30 minutes to get it over here. So we'll just get them posted all the way over to our fleet carrier. So, okay then, let's sell all that rubbish. Well, we can't sell it because it's loaned, right? So let's get rid of these pulse lasers. Okay. Let's put some stuff in it. So it's 4A. They don't sell any 4s here. Of course they don't. Thrusters, what about that? They got any thrusters yet? Oh, they have some 4A thrusters. They have some 5A thrusters. I could transfer some thrusters over. But they haven't been engineered, so what's the point? So I might just buy thrusters, buy and equip. Frame shift drive, replace. Again, I could transfer one over. What's the point? I'll transfer this over to my carrier. Power distributor. It's a class 5. It's a 5B there. I suppose that is going to be tough, isn't it? But, you know, I'll take it to Shinrata or something, get something sorted out. We'll buy and equip that. Sensors. They've got to have a good 4D there. We'll have those. See, that 4E power plant, that's hurt us, that has, by them not having anything decent there. Okay, so, and then optional internals. We got a lone shield generator. We'll sell that. We don't need any super cruise assist. We don't need that. Docking computers. We don't need that. I always tend to have one of those. Oh, you've got to. You've got to engineer it. And I'll get a... Once I can get a decent, a 4A power plant, then I'll sort it out. And let's sell that module there as well. So we kind of sort of cleared it out, really. Life support. So class 3, we'll go for 3A. There you go, great. And for hard points, I mean, I've got weapons here, right? I've got weapons that I can get my hands on. Engineered weapons already that I've got on the carrier. I'll pop them in. Job done. So, all in all, though, it's quite nice. Yeah, if I get military spec armor, yeah, that's a good point. Oh, yes, military grade armor. Thank you very much. We'll have some of that. Oh, the jump range is terrible. But then, you know, I've got a 4A on the character. I've got a 4A at Shinrato. I can get that transferred over and reuse some of the modules. You know? I mean, optional internals. I'm not going to need much. Military compartment. Hull reinforcements. I've got plenty of Guardian shield reinforcement, and I got a hull reinforcement. Stick a hull reinforcement in. Done. Easy. With an SRV on board as well. My God. Okay, so Simon, are you in the station? Shall we do a sneaky little chunky mission? Excellent. Let me get out the ship. So I'm transferring back now into my Asp Explorer. Here we go. Eventually. Well, you never know. Only 2 jumps out. Okay. Here we are. Nice clean lobby. Let's get ourselves up there. Joe, is that right? So if you transfer all my stuff off my existing Vulture and then sell the original Vulture, your rebuy for the new Vulture, yes? Cool. Alright, and let's get ourselves up here, see what we can do. Is there a war going on? Ooh, there's a war going on. Ah, right, brilliant. Low price. Remember, there's always a Let's have a look over here. I bet loads of people have come through here and gone to this guy and said, "Have you got anything?" Nothing worthwhile having. Nothing worthwhile having there. Can we do any upgrades? No. Nope. Oh, nearly. Manufacturing instructions. Manufacturing instructions is what I need. It really is. Why do I need this? I never use it. Yeah. It's all manufacturing instructions, see? What about suits? So my Artemis there. Again, I need a load of stuff for that. This grade 3 Maverick, same deal. Can't do any engineering on the flight suit. The Dominator, I'm a few things away from that, which is okay. This Artemis, again, a few things away. Graphene, always need graphene. Good old Maverick suit with a jumper on. It is quality stuff. I don't know why I've gone buying all these suits. I'm kind of hoping that, you know, perhaps you can redo it. Yeah, let's do, all right, then, a conflict zone in open. All right, no worries. Let's do that then.
Anything else I could do for you? Appreciate the business.
It is Christmas, after all. Right. Exit. Exit to the main menu. Ah. Okay, let's hit continue. Open play. There it is. I wonder how busy this station is. Yeah, I'm by the table. It's all looking pretty dead. Surprised though, Boxing Day afternoon, everyone's watching probably the Poseidon Adventure or, you know, Kelly's Heroes. I mean, an Explorer, it'd be a boom. You just know they would all be there. My frame rate's dropped quite a bit as well. Look at this. I think, to be fair, the private group might be the answer. My frame rate's dropped off the floor.
Actually talking here.
We would like to extend a warm welcome to all recent arrivals and to wish those leaving a safe journey.
Right, let's get out of here. Exit. Main menu. Private group it's gonna be. Let's see how it goes. Oh, it's taking a long time. It's taking a really... Here we go. Yeah, it's just jumped up, what? Back up to normal. I'm going to change my jumper. That's what I'm going to do. I change the old jumper. I've got something that looks really, really ridiculous.
The Thargoids are an ever-present threat. They can attack
Suit
anyone,
cosmetics.
anywhere. Are you prepared?
Look at that. That's what you want. You can be a right grenade magnet with that on.
Have no responsibility for any damage to personal property.
Okay. There's my team invite. Kapow. There you go.